Hi, Katzcradul here. When I was a younger woman, I used to never leave to go on vacation unless my house was just spotless because I liked walking in from vacation to a really clean and tidy home. As I've gotten older, I have found that that is just not possible. Usually I have it pretty tidy and picked up, but I left to go on vacation last week. I went to Texas for a week, and I was leaving knowing that my refrigerator was a disaster. And my greatest hope was that I wouldn't die on the trip and somebody have to come in and clean my refrigerator and find out what a mess it was. I know that's silly, but it really concerned me. So the first thing I did when I got home was the very morning we got home, I began to tackle that refrigerator. When I purchased this house almost 7 years ago now, this is exactly what the refrigerator looked like when we toured the home. I remember the lady of the house saying that the space was very small and it required a small refrigerator, and she had searched and searched for one that would work there. So I took note of that and actually went down to the very little appliance store, the very same little appliance store where she purchased her refrigerator, and purchased one for myself exactly like it. I have hated this refrigerator from the moment it was delivered to my house. I thought I would like a side-by-side, but I don't. The refrigerator side is small, but the freezer side is even smaller. Now, it's nice. It's got, like I said, the ice and water through the door, and it's got clean lines, and the outside is easy to clean, but the inside is a disaster. The shelves are deep, they're narrow and deep, and it makes it hard to find what you need to get to whenever you're going to bake or cook something. As I was cleaning this refrigerator on Saturday morning, I accidentally bumped one of the shelves rather roughly, and the glass raised up in the back. And that was a happy surprise because I had never been able to figure out how to take this refrigerator apart to clean it well enough to suit me. So when that glass popped out, it revealed how it came up out of the back bracket that holds it down. And I was able to completely disassemble this refrigerator, clean it top to bottom, and then put it back together. It was very exciting for me. For somebody who likes to be clean and tidy, it was a very happy find. But it still didn't solve one of my major problems. And one of the major problems for me is that the two center shelves where I keep most of my supplies for cooking, I do a lot of home canning and have a lot of supplies stored in canning jars. All of those are on those two middle shelves. And of course, whenever I go to bake or cook, what I need is in the very back. So I have to unload every shelf to get to the jar that I need in the back. So there had to be a solution for me, and I guess I just hadn't thought on it long enough, but it came to me on Saturday. I was thinking that if I could find a couple of nice, deep plastic baskets, that it might be possible to adjust the shelves in such a way that I could accommodate the baskets and actually save room in the process. We happened to have a couple of baskets that we were not using. Prepare found them. We carefully labeled all of the jars so that as we pull out the basket, we can see what's in each jar. Of course, we're careful not to pull it off the shelf because that's a real consideration there. And then we adjusted the shelves, not wanting to waste any space whatsoever. We got the shelves just so, and the baskets just so. It took a little bit of time to figure that out. But boy, has it been nice. No more getting on my hands and knees. No more stooping over to try to see what's in the back. No more shuffling of jars. We simply pull out the basket and look at the labels on the jars and quickly get whatever we need. It has been a wonderful solution for us. The door houses some knickknacks at the top, yeast, and some bulk foods I buy at Whole Foods. The next shelf is all breakfast items, jams, jellies, canned butter. Then there's sandwich fixings a little further down the door. The top two shelves stay basically the same. The top shelf is a very big space where you can see I have Honeyville dehydrated eggs in the back with still plenty of space to stack something on top if I want to. I've got some cultures in the back that I keep in jars, and just some kind of bigger things. I think there's a jar maple syrup that Renee sent to me. The bottom shelf, I actually had previously had the gallon of milk stored on the top shelf. I have now, although you don't see one in this picture, I've now moved that to the second shelf. Instead of having to lift, I have a little problem with a little rotator cuff problem in my shoulder. And instead of lifting that milk so high, I moved the milk down to the second shelf, which makes a whole lot more sense. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. So that's drinks, beverages, that kind of thing on the second shelf. Another change I made was that I switched the drawers. Previously, I'd used the biggest one for produce, and that's all well and good during the summer when I have so much produce. But now I'm going to use it for dairy because I've been doing so much canning of cheese and cream cheese, that kind of thing, and been finding yogurt on sale. So I have made the bigger drawer my dairy drawer, and I've made the smaller drawer my produce drawer, and I think it's going to work a little bit better for me. I know it may seem a little silly to make a video about how to organize a refrigerator, except that I have struggled so long with how to organize this one that I thought I would just share in case you are having a similar problem. Maybe this may give you some ideas of how to rearrange things a bit to make your refrigerator a little more efficient and a little more easy to use, especially if you have one of these that's really narrow and deep. This has made all the difference. I have been very happy the last few days as I have rearranged and organized this. And, you know, I'll let you know how it keeps working for me, but I don't anticipate any problems whatsoever. I'm thrilled. Look forward to your comments on this video. And until next time, this is Cat's Cradle.